Bryan Johnson, Ubermensch, or Insane Narcissist, Unearned Wisdom. Welcome to our deep dive into the life of Bryan Johnson, a figure as enigmatic as he is accomplished. Is he the embodiment of Nietzsche's Ubermensch, or does he tread the fine line of narcissism? Bryan Johnson isn't your ordinary entrepreneur. He's a trailblazer in the tech world, a philanthropist, and a man on a mission to defy aging. Born in 1977 in Provo, Utah, Johnson is not just known for his business acumen, but also for his boundary-pushing pursuits in human potential and longevity. Johnson's journey began at Brigham Young University, followed by an MBA from the University of Chicago. These formative years laid the groundwork for a career marked by ambition and innovation. Johnson first made headlines with Braintree, a payment processing company he founded and later sold to PayPal for a whopping $800 million. But he didn't stop there. He went on to establish Kernel, a company at the forefront of neuroscience, and OS Fund, investing in disruptive tech startups. Beyond business, Johnson champions causes like mental health, universal basic income, and sustainable living. His commitment to harnessing technology for human advancement is unwavering. But perhaps what really puts Johnson in the spotlight is his Project Blueprint. This ambitious initiative aims to reverse the aging process, with Johnson himself as the test subject. It's a blend of cutting-edge science and a relentless pursuit of youth. Project Blueprint, led by Bryan Johnson, is radical because it aims to reverse aging, a process long accepted as inevitable. Johnson, using himself as a test subject, combines advanced science with an intense focus on youthfulness. This project challenges fundamental ideas about human aging and longevity, suggesting that the biological aging process might be significantly altered or even reversed. Not everyone's on board with Johnson's methods, though. His unconventional approach to anti-aging has sparked debates and skepticism among experts and the public alike. David Sinclair and Aubrey De Grey are notable figures in the field of anti-aging research. Sinclair, a Harvard professor, has made significant contributions through his work on genes and molecules that slow aging, notably resveratrol. Despite skepticism, his research has opened new avenues for understanding and potentially delaying aging. De Grey, a biomedical gerontologist, has been a vocal advocate for the possibility of defeating aging. He proposes strategies like repairing damage at the cellular level to extend lifespan. Both have faced criticism and ridicule, yet their work continues to push the boundaries of longevity research. In 2023, David Sinclair made a critical breakthrough in the information theory of aging, which marks a significant development in the field of biogerontology. His work, as detailed on his personal website and Harvard's Sinclair Lab publications, focuses on the loss of epigenetic information as a key driver of aging. According to this theory, as cells age, they accumulate epigenetic noise, which leads to a decline in their function, akin to a cellular version of Alzheimer's disease. Sinclair's research suggests that this epigenetic dysregulation is reversible. This reversibility is evidenced by processes observed early in an organism's development and by techniques like partial cellular reprogramming, which lead to epigenetic rejuvenation without erasing cellular identity. Such techniques have shown potential in extending health span and lifespan in animal models, including reversing glaucoma in mice through reprogramming retinal ganglion cells. Sinclair's theory challenges the long-held view that DNA mutations are the fundamental cause of aging. Instead, he and his co-authors argue that while DNA mutations are irreversible and contribute to evolutionary processes, they are not the main driver of aging. The theory posits that the main cause of aging is epigenetic alterations, which, unlike DNA mutations, can be rolled back. Sinclair's work also touches on the concept of a backup copy of the original, pristine state of the epigenome, which cells might use during embryonic resets and regeneration events. This aspect of his theory borrows from Claude Shannon's information theory of communication, foundational for modern communication technologies. This breakthrough in understanding aging at the molecular level, despite facing initial skepticism, represents a major step forward in the quest to understand and potentially reverse the aging process. Sinclair's work opens up new possibilities for treating age-related diseases and enhancing human health span. Aubrey De Grey has made several notable contributions to aging research, though they differ in nature from David Sinclair's breakthroughs. De Grey's work primarily revolves around the strategies for engineered negligible senescence (SENS) approach, focusing on reversing various aspects of aging. He believes that most of the fundamental knowledge needed to develop effective anti-aging medicine already exists, and that the science is ahead of the funding. This perspective is reflected in his work with the SENS Research Foundation and Methuselah Foundation, where he has been instrumental in promoting and funding research aimed at combating age-related decline. De Grey's most significant achievements include advancing the concept of synecatabolism, or introducing microbial enzymes into the body to break down harmful substances. He also coined the term methuselarity, defining it as the point where medical therapies can sufficiently rejuvenate people to indefinitely escape age-related ill health. His ideas, such as the potential of eliminating amyloid and Alzheimer's disease and developing drugs to extract oxidative cholesterol from plaques, have been groundbreaking. However, they are more conceptual and strategic in nature compared to Sinclair's molecular and genetic research. One of the most significant aspects of De Grey's work is his challenge to the scientific community's views on aging and his efforts to incentivize research in this field through initiatives like the Methuselah Mouse Prize. While De Grey's approaches have been met with skepticism and have not led to a singular breakthrough akin to Sinclair's work in epigenetics, they have significantly influenced the field of anti-aging research. His work has laid down a roadmap for future research and contributed to a broader understanding and approach to tackling aging as a biological process. Bryan Johnson's Blueprint Protocol is a meticulously crafted anti-aging regimen, a testament to his commitment to radically extend human lifespan. Each day, he embarks on a carefully choreographed routine designed to slow down his biological clock, an ambitious quest that fuses modern science with disciplined lifestyle choices. At the heart of Johnson's protocol are over 100 daily pills, a cocktail of supplements tailored to optimize various facets of health and combat the effects of aging. His diet is primarily plant-based, meticulously planned to include about 2,250 calories daily. Among his dietary staples is the Green Giant green juice, followed by 3 specifically curated meals that are rich in nutrients and low in calories. Integral to his routine is intermittent fasting, with Johnson fasting for 16 to 18 hours daily, a practice believed to have numerous health benefits, including improved metabolic functions. Physical fitness is also a cornerstone of his regimen. He dedicates an hour each day to a diverse set of over 25 exercises, a testament to his belief in the power of physical activity to maintain youthfulness. Johnson's approach extends beyond diet and exercise. He has a specialized skincare routine aimed at reversing the effects of aging on the skin, particularly damage caused by sun exposure. Sleep, too, is meticulously managed. He ensures 10 hours of rest after his last meal in a temperature-controlled environment, creating optimal conditions for rejuvenative sleep. Perhaps most striking is the financial commitment this lifestyle demands, an estimated $2 million annually. This staggering sum funds not only his diet and supplements, but also the extensive array of biological measurements he routinely undergoes. These measurements cover an impressive range of over 70 organs, allowing him to closely monitor his biological age and make adjustments to his lifestyle as needed. In some ways, Johnson's journey mirrors the broader shifts in the realm of personalized medicine. His all-encompassing regimen, a tapestry woven from diet, exercise, and an arsenal of supplements, echoes the modern medical mantra of tailoring health strategies to the individual. This holistic embrace of multiple anti-aging tactics mirrors the approaches advocated by Sinclair and De Grey, who champion a comprehensive assault on the aging process. Yet, Johnson's path diverges in its boldness and singularity. His choice to become his own lab rat, testing theories and treatments on himself, veers away from the conventional scientific route of controlled clinical trials. This maverick stance marks a stark contrast to the more measured, academically grounded methods of Sinclair and De Grey. Then there's the sheer intensity of Johnson's regimen. While Sinclair and De Grey paved their roads with research and carefully hypothesized treatments, Johnson's route is more radical. His expansive use of supplements and stringent lifestyle alterations pushed the boundaries far beyond the usual scientific recommendations, venturing into realms not widely ventured by the scientific community. Furthermore, Johnson's public portrayal of his anti-aging quest adds another layer of distinction. Unlike the cautious optimism often expressed by Sinclair and De Grey, Johnson's narrative flirts with the dramatic, framing his journey as an audacious reversal of aging. This public persona and communication style shape a different narrative, one that's more daring and direct, compared to the subtle, nuanced dialogues typically presented by his scientific counterparts. So is Bryan Johnson an Ubermensch, a visionary pushing the limits of human potential, or is he a narcissist consumed by his own ambitions? The Ubermensch concept, the concept of Ubermensch, or Overman in English, is a philosophical idea most famously expounded by Friedrich Nietzsche. It represents an aspirational figure who transcends the limitations and moralities of ordinary human life to create their own values and path. Nietzsche introduced this concept in his book, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. At its core, the Ubermensch is not just about being physically or intellectually superior. It's a more profound idea about someone who overcomes the human condition, pushing beyond the boundaries of conventional morality, societal norms, and established truths. Nietzsche saw the Ubermensch as a goal for humanity, a state of being that would redefine what it means to be human. In Nietzsche's view, the journey towards becoming an Ubermensch involves a process of self-overcoming, where one continually challenges and transcends their limitations, beliefs, and societal constraints. This involves a kind of spiritual and existential journey, where one must face and overcome the death of God, the realization that traditional values and moral frameworks are no longer binding. The Ubermensch, therefore, is not bound by traditional values but creates their own values and lives by them. This figure is seen as the creator of new meaning in a world that is otherwise meaningless, a world where traditional moralities have collapsed. Importantly, the Ubermensch is not an authoritarian figure or a symbol of brute strength. Instead, it is a symbol of creative power and individualism, representing the potential for humans to evolve beyond current limitations and perspectives. Narcissism, often seen in individuals with a heightened sense of self-importance, is marked by a craving for attention and admiration, coupled with a noticeable lack of empathy. In the realms of success, this trait unfolds in unique ways. Successful narcissists often exude a magnetic leadership style, brimming with confidence and charisma. This can draw people to them, although their leadership may lack a genuine concern for others. They're typically bold decision-makers, sometimes taking risks that border on recklessness due to their overinflated belief in their abilities. In terms of relationships, these individuals might struggle to forge deep, empathetic connections. Their interactions tend to serve their ego and status, often appearing shallow. Criticism is their Achilles heel, met with defensiveness or even anger, and they're quick to redirect blame. Their drive towards success is frequently fueled by a hunger for recognition and a need to affirm their sense of superiority. This can lead to achievements, but it's a journey more about self-validation than altruism or a deeper purpose. In corporate environments, narcissistic leaders can shape the culture to mirror their own traits, competitive, aggressive, and individualistic. This can drive short-term success, but potentially at the cost of long-term stability and teamwork. However, it's not all negative. The high self-esteem and confidence of narcissists can sometimes lead to innovative and creative solutions. They're not hesitant to challenge existing norms and think outside the box. It's crucial to remember, though, that narcissism varies in intensity, and not all successful people exhibit these traits, nor do all narcissists achieve notable success. The influence of narcissism is diverse and complex, reflecting a wide spectrum of behaviors and impacts. Christopher Lash's The Culture of Narcissism, published in 1979, offers a profound critique of American society, particularly focusing on the normalization of narcissism in its culture. Lasch posits that the changes in American economic conditions since World War II have cultivated a personality type consistent with pathological narcissism. This form of narcissism, as he describes, goes beyond mere egoism, aligning more with the clinical diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder. He argues that such personality traits became evident in various cultural and social phenomena of mid-century America, ranging from radical political movements to spiritual cults. Lasch's interpretation of narcissism draws from Freud's depiction of the narcissist as someone who, driven by repressed self-hatred, escapes into a fantasy of omnipotence, craving the approval of others to sustain their self-image. Lasch observed this underlying psychic process in prominent traits of 20th century American culture, such as the obsession with fame, the fear of competition, and the transitory nature of personal relationships. He also noted the impact of economic changes, like the increase in prosperity alongside a scarcity of meaningful jobs, which he believed led to a devaluation of traditional wisdom and authority. Applying these insights to the case of Bryan Johnson, one might speculate about the influence of such a cultural backdrop on his approach and ambitions. Johnson's entrepreneurial success, innovative ventures in neuroscience, and his personal project to reverse aging might be seen as driven by a strong individualistic and progressive mindset, traits that could align with the broader cultural trends Lasch critiqued. However, it's important to note that Lasch's analysis is a broad cultural critique and not necessarily applicable to individual cases. Johnson's pursuits also reflect a deep interest in human potential and technological advancement, which might be viewed as transcending mere narcissistic desires for fame or validation. Moreover, Johnson's engagement in philanthropy and his advocacy for mental health awareness and sustainable living suggest a complexity that goes beyond the narrow confines of narcissistic personality traits. While Lasch's critique of a narcissistic culture provides a lens through which we can view societal trends and individual behaviors, applying it to specific cases like Bryan Johnson's requires careful consideration of the individual's unique motivations and contributions beyond the scope of Lasch's critique. Lasch's work remains a significant contribution to understanding the psychological and cultural dynamics of modern American society. But how do people view Johnson and his project? Bryan Johnson's public and media perception is a mix of fascination and skepticism. He has garnered over 1 million social media followers, indicating a significant public interest in his endeavors. However, his extreme anti-aging regimen and lifestyle choices have also attracted criticism and skepticism. The public's reaction is divided, with as many detractors as admirers. Some view his practices as strange or even troubling, while others appreciate the innovation and ambition behind his pursuits. Johnson's approach to longevity, which includes a disciplined regimen of supplements and exercise, reflects a departure from traditional religious beliefs in immortality, contributing to his polarizing public image. His approach and philosophy have sparked discussions about the limits and ethics of pursuing eternal life through technological and biological means. Johnson's motivations seem rooted in a strong belief in the potential for radical life extension or virtual immortality. He perceives that the secret to significantly prolonging human life may be hidden within extensive scientific research, waiting to be discovered and applied. Johnson's actions and public statements reflect a deep commitment to this belief, driving his personal and financial investments into anti-aging research and rigorous health regimens. This pursuit indicates his conviction that humanity is on the verge of a significant breakthrough in extending human life, an idea he actively promotes and explores through his initiatives. Bryan Johnson's case presents two contrasting perspectives. On one hand, he could be seen as a product of a narcissistic culture, using his anti-aging pursuits for personal fame or business success. This view suggests he might be leveraging his efforts more for personal recognition than genuine scientific advancement, akin to a modern-day snake oil salesman. Alternatively, Johnson might be an Ubermensch, challenging societal norms and possibly on the brink of a revolutionary discovery in human longevity. This perspective sees him as a visionary, pushing boundaries in pursuit of a monumental gift to humanity. Viewers might consider, is Johnson's pursuit a genuine effort to benefit humanity, or a quest fueled by personal ambition? Can his actions be seen as pioneering, or are they reflective of a deeper cultural narcissism?